Once upon a time, 3 bears were living in the forest: Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear. The 3 bears were kind, trusting, and considerate, so as they left their home to enjoy the outdoors while their porridge was cooling, they left their door unlocked so that if any of their friends needed anything, they could help themselves. Was it the safest decision? Maybe not, but they had no enemies, so that's how it was. Enter Goldilocks. Goldilocks was not kind and considerate, and after walking through the forest on an errand from her mother, she smelled the porridge and, ignoring the creaking of the door, didn't even bother to knock as she walked right in. Papa Bear's porridge was still too hot, and Mama Bear's had grown too cold. However, Baby Bear's was just right, and after several moments, all the porridge was gone. Goldilocks was tired at this point from walking through the forest, so she went to sit down in one of the 3 chairs in the bear's living room. Alas, she was picky, and after finding Papa Bear's chair too hard, Mama Bear's too soft, and causing Baby Bear's chair to break in half due to it being too small, grew annoyed and headed upstairs to find the 3 bears' beds. She was still tired, and now full from the porridge, so she decided to procrastinate on her tasks by taking a nap. Once again, Papa Bear's bed was too hard, while Mama Bear's was too soft, but this time, the smallest bed belonging to Baby Bear was perfect, and she fell asleep as soon as she hit the pillow. Naturally, this is when the bears got home, and when they saw the state of their breakfast, they were very surprised. "Someone's been eating my porridge," said Papa Bear upon seeing his spoon on the table. "Someone's been eating my porridge," cried Mama Bear at seeing the mess on the fabric. "Someone's been eating my porridge, and it's all gone!" The 3 bears then went to the living room, as the culprit could still be here, and gained confirmation upon seeing the state of their chairs. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," Papa Bear said upon seeing his uneven cushion. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," Mama Bear said as her cushion had gone flat. "Someone sat in my chair, and now it's broken!" This made the bears very upset, as now we have property damage. So, fearing that there may be a burglar, the trio rushed up the stairs to see the state of their beds. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," Papa Bear growled at seeing the state of his sheets. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," Mama Bear cried at seeing her crumpled pillows. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and they're still here!" Indeed, Goldilocks was still asleep in Baby Bear's bed, but upon hearing the high-pitched voice, woke up with a start to see 3 bears standing mere feet in front of her. So, not knowing that the bears were friendly, she bolted up in a panic and, perhaps not knowing if this was a dream, dove for the open window, as the bears had left it open to stop mold growth from the rain. Whether or not she was injured from the fall is anyone's guess, but either way, the girl certainly learned a lesson in courtesy that day, and the bears never saw her again. The end.